Please refrain from engaging in any conspiratorial talk regarding Real Madrid and their progression throughout this Champions League season. A lot of people feel that they are on the receiving end of a copious amount of refereeing decisions going their way, but be careful with that, because when you engage in that, you're robbing Bayern Munich of their own agency and their own responsibility, and this loss is on us. And second, if that were true, why the hell did they get PSG, Juventus, and Bayern in the knockout stages en route to the final, which is pretty much the hardest imaginable route they could have gotten, or at least close to it. But I digress. So, this match, what ended up burying us in the end, was what buried us last week. And I'm going to sound repetitive. I'm going to sound like a broken clock. I'm going to sound like something out of a scene from the movie Groundhog Day. But yet again, Bayern did not put away their chances from all the creativity that they had made in the final third. Consider that a 35-year-old Franck Ribéry was our best player in the game in this second leg. This is a man who I remember hit his prime for his national team in the 2006 World Cup. Now, with club, it's a different story. But a 35-year-old man was the best player on the pitch for Bayern Munich. Right from the starting gate, Franck Ribéry played like a man possessed, a man on a mission. He made several really nice runs into the box, a few very nice fine cut passes to David Alaba on the left-hand side, who I have to admit was also very much up for the game as well. The second player for us that I was impressed by was David Alaba, but those are the only two that I thought had spectacular performance, was Franck Ribéry and David Alaba. The first 20 to 30 minutes of this match, Ribéry and Alaba were the go-to guys for Bayern. I did not congratulate James Rodriguez when he scored the equalizer in the 60th minute, I believe. I didn't congratulate him because I was like, dude, you should have scored in the first half when you missed an absolute sitter after Keylor Navas did not clear the ball out in the box quick enough. James, what's up, man? But it's not just James Rodriguez. I think the biggest disappointment for me in Bayern's performance was Robert Lewandowski. I did not even notice his presence on the pitch. He might as well have been subbed off with injury. I don't know where he was. Another major disappointment, Thiago Alcantara. This is directed towards you, Thiago. You made a lot of really dumb mistakes in midfield that gave Real Madrid back the ball when they applied that pressure. A lot of your corner kicks were also crap. Joshua Kimmich, nothing bad to say about you. You gave us the lead in both legs. How about that? The team that takes the lead in both legs ends up losing the semifinal. You know, I looked up the statistic for that. That barely happens. About 20 to 30% of the time, that happens. I'm trying to balance out this reaction in terms of an analytical perspective, an emotional perspective, a frustration, because I can't do this again. I cannot, when the World Cup rolls around, wait 2 or 3 days to give a reaction to Egypt. I have to do it right away. I have to be on my mark. So consider this a rarity, but I don't think I would have been able to give a proper reaction in the last couple of days that wasn't strictly from a non-biased standpoint, a non-objective standpoint. But look, Real Madrid scored 2 goals in this semifinal fixture that came entirely against the run of play. Marcelo's brilliance in the first leg, when that first half of the first leg in Bayern, Real Madrid were on the back foot. And then the second half of this leg, when Karim Benzema pounced on the horrible goalkeeping blooper that we made that proved to be the decisive goal for Real Madrid. I said last week that that game was the worst way to lose. No, this is the worst way to lose. This is the worst way to lose. I don't think Heynckes gets any blame for this. Bayern played just about as well as they could have. They were just missing that extra something in the final third. They couldn't put away their chances, just like last week. But this time, instead of last week, you had 1 or 2 players in Alcantara and Lewandowski who were virtually missing in action. It's just frustrating because we were the better team. And even from a non-Bayern standpoint, you'd have to be honest with yourself. We were the better team across both legs, but it's our fault that we couldn't put that onto the scoreline. At the end of the day, football is about goals. Arguably, Real Madrid have not played very well in their last 3 Champions League games. They were crap in the second leg against Juventus. They were not themselves, to say the very least, the 2 legs of the semifinal fixture. Ronaldo was silent for the most part across both legs, but it says something about a great team that they can go as far as they can without fully turning it up a notch into high gear. Yeah, a lot of it was luck, but from a Real Madrid standpoint, can you blame them? Can you fault them from capitalizing on another team's shortcomings? I don't think you can. And they are absolutely the favorite to win 3 in a row. I mean, they have to be considered favorites against Liverpool. They have to be. Now, as far as that final goes, I'll make a early prediction this weekend. But for this semifinal fixture, it's just devastating because last year we did have an excuse. The refereeing was abysmal. This year, we don't have one. On a happier note, the draw for the 2019 AFC Asian Cup came out earlier today. I'm going to be giving my reaction to the draw in a long video later today and giving my early predictions for the Asian Cup as well. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you hopefully later today, God willing. Have a good one. Much love and peace.